Hi everyone, and thank you so much for watching. I'm back with another Halloween tutorial, and um, today I'm going to do Pennywise. Well, a version of Pennywise. I actually got this idea from um, Bianca Loves Makeup. I was on Facebook, and she was doing a live stream, and she did a look um, like this.
Those are the reverse fleet. And that was the only time that I was able.
And she does really good makeup tutorials. She does them live. So I'm going to try and recreate this look. I'm going to do it a little bit differently, but essentially it's going to be that look. I did a Pennywise practice run a couple weeks back, and I did not like how it turned out. So I'm going to be doing this one, and we're just not going to worry about it. So I'm just going to start off by removing all my makeup, and if you guys want to see this Pennywise tutorial, then please keep watching. Okay, so here we are. I've actually already glued down my eyebrows, but it actually doesn't matter at this point, so, and I'll explain why. So I'm covering it up with some setting powder. That's that NYX Studio Fix powder, and you're just going to keep doing that. And now I'm applying some red shadow that I got. You could use any red shadow, any orange shadow. It can actually help cover up the darkness of the eyebrows. Again, you'll see why this doesn't matter in a couple minutes, because in the end, yeah, you'll see. So I just keep doing that, going over it, and now I'm going to take some concealer. It's the Maybelline Age Rewind, I believe. I don't know what color it is, so this is where everything kind of goes downhill, but I thought you guys should just kind of see it anyway. So the shadow is actually mixing with the concealer. I probably redid the brows multiple times, so I just kind of left it, and I'm setting them now with some setting powder. And in the next section, I'm going to be taking Snazaroo white face paint. It's water activated, and putting that all over my face. So this is kind of where it goes downhill from here. I'll tell you right now, I did this white face makeup like 7 times. It took me like an hour to get it right, and I don't even think I liked it. So here is the first try. As you see, it looks a hot mess. Everything's just not blending. My eyebrows are effed up and all this stuff. This is what I ended up with after redoing it a couple times. And I'm using some red shadow and going over in my crease. And I'm just going to do that on both eyes. Just red shadow and a crease brush. I don't even know what brush that is. Just to kind of create some more depth. And I actually added glitter into the eyebrows and used black liner for those. And it's like a glitter gel. It came in the Snazaroo Face kit that I have. And as you can see there, I'm using some black shadow over my lid. And I'm going to do that on both eyes and kind of blending it out too. And I got it all over myself. And I'm going to just do that on both eyes, and I'm going to line the waterline with a black kohl pencil and also use some black shadow to kind of smudge that out. And you'd want to put on either some fake lashes or anything like that. I don't know why I didn't put any on, but I did put mascara on, and any type of your favorite mascara. And I believe I used red as well, but I'm not sure. My lips are really dry. So here I'm contouring with a red shadow, and look how stark that is. And you'll see in a minute that that side just didn't go as well. So I did it on both sides, and I'm not sure what I did there, but I used a brown shadow, and I don't know why, and it just turned out awful. So you'll see here, I try to fix it, but see, the other side turned out pretty well. It's mostly red, and it blends out pretty well, but this side, I don't even know. So I'm using what I'm going to do is take some white eyeshadow or in a beauty blender and just blend it out and try and fix it. And that's as good as I got. So here we're using Kat Von D, and I'm not sure what what one it is, but you can use any red lipstick, liquid lipstick. I'm using a lip brush and just lining my lips because I don't have a red lip liner, surprisingly, and making sure I like the shape. And then I go back with Snazaroo and just kind of clean up um, any spots that look weird. I go back and fix this probably a couple of times. I just keep repeating the process. And I just take that same foundation brush I used to apply the face paint and cleaning that up. And now I'm taking black shadow and kind of blending it, well, kind of blending it into the red lipstick to create more depth and dimension into those lips. And also, side note, I would recommend bringing the white face paint down just a little bit. I know it looks weird with my really tan chest and white face paint. So I'm just kind of repeating that until I like how this looks. Now, next part, we're taking a nude lip liner and I just outlined the shape of those like scars or whatever you want to call them. And here I'm taking some spirit gum. Make sure you have a remover because that stuff stays. And I'm using some red rhinestones. They're really tiny. I just got them at JoAnn Fabrics. And I'm just attaching those onto the spirit gum. And we're going to make that shape. So we're just going to keep on doing that, and let's just speed right on through it because it did take a while. Well, not too long, but it was kind of lengthy, and I realized at one point that I was dropping them, and then it just kind of became a mess. And again, this one was kind of messy, and mostly because I was like, this looks pretty bad. So here I'm just kind of going through still, and putting them through, and there you see that I've dropped some. So yes, it is very time consuming, this part. And with long nails, tweezers, those tweezers weren't the right tweezers. It just didn't work out. So I take it all the way up to my eyelid, and then it slows down here in a minute, and then be careful with that spirit gum. And then we're just going to repeat this on the other side. And there it is. And we're just going to do those two little lines. I want to draw them just as an outline to make sure that they're even. And you'll be taking just the spirit gum again, and I think I used about 3 rhinestones or whatever you want to call them to put up there. And it's starting to feel really tight on my face just because, I mean, after applying the face paint like 7 different times, my face was dry, the spirit gum, my lips were really dry, so it was just kind of a mess. So we're just going to repeat that on the other side too as well. And it took me a while to pick up those rhinestones. They kept falling, and then the spirit gum was sticking to the tweezers, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it on my table. So right now we're going to be taking red shadow, same red shadow we use on our eyes, and just drawing a nose. You could actually use red face paint. I didn't think about that actually. So we're just taking the shadow and I'm kind of dragging it up a little bit and putting just kind of a mute red shadow. Again, I think I would probably use face paint. And here I'm actually doing red shadow around the rhinestones. And I think my thought process behind this was I wanted it to look like they were into the skin, like they were coming out of the skin, like there was just red around them. I don't know if I really portrayed that really well, but I kind of just went with it. I mean, when I was watching the Facebook Live of Bianca, she didn't do that, and hers turned out pretty well too. Probably better than mine, but that's the kind of look I was going for, but I just kind of did this just to do something different, maybe. I don't know, but I do it up here, and then you'll see I draw like some lines, some faded lines, just to add more depth to those. So now I'm taking Ben Nye's Scab Blood. So she didn't use blood in hers. I'm going to use blood. I'm going to use blood like it's coming out of the corners of my mouth, like those rhinestones are just coming out of the corners. I didn't stir the blood, so I wanted it to be more scabby, and then I realized that I had to stir it later on. And it's definitely drying, and I put it around the rhinestones, under my eye. You can see I'm moving my mouth because it's like, it just feels weird, and I'm dragging it down, just to have more blood. Again, I think too I would use some fake lashes. I think it would definitely be more dramatic. And I'm putting it on my nose too, like it's almost like my nose was scarred or was bleeding and maybe the skin was ripping off. I'm not really sure, but this look is definitely complete. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.